Alright guys, for today's video, we're going to get a little saucy here. A while ago on Smosh Games, we did a very special video where we read the most interesting fan fiction I have seen to date. You can find that on Smosh Games, but we had some fun with that. There were other fan fictions that got sent in. One particularly actually got sent specifically to me, and it's called Zombie. So I thought for this video, I would read you some fan fiction. I'm going to read you this whole thing. I don't really have a title for this segment yet. Maybe you guys can come up with a name for it. That would be awesome. But in the meantime, I'm going to read to you Zombies, a fan fiction story. Now this, I actually don't have the author's name. So if you're watching this video and you wrote this, let me know so I can thank you afterwards. Now I have not read this script yet. I don't know what is inside of this. All I saw was it says zombies. That's all I know. So we're going to take it from there. Let's start. Be like one of those old read-along books where you hear like a little magical star sound anytime I turn the page. All right. It begins. It started out an ordinary day at Smosh Games. Anthony sat admiring himself in a mirror, as he does. "You stud," he said to his reflection with a wink. Lasercorn was playing GTA 5, shooting people in the balls with a devilish grin. He actually does do that all the time. So Inky was writing fan letters to himself, while Joven sat reading a lusty romance novel titled, "Oops, I Dropped the Soap." Again. Thanks. Mari sat daydreaming. She was picturing herself riding on a wrecking ball naked while singing just like her idol Miley Cyrus. Now all of a sudden, Ian burst through the door, a scared look on his face. "Zombies!" he exclaimed. Everyone looks at him puzzled. "Zombies are taking over the world!" Ian shouted as he hurried over to a window. That's actually starting off as probably my favorite fanfiction so far. Ian opened the blinds to reveal the zombie chaos that was going on just outside the building. People were being chased by brain-eating zombies. It was like a scene out of a movie. "I'm scared," Joven whimpered as he leapt into Anthony's arms. "It's going to be okay," Anthony comforted Joven, holding him tightly in his arms. Him and his long, gangly-like, beautiful arms. I made up that part. "Damn right it's gonna be okay. I've got this," Lasercorn replies, pulling out his samurai sword. "Those zombie bastards don't stand a chance," he declared. Mari's eyes widened. "Your sword is so big and powerful looking," she said, feeling slightly aroused. "I know," replied Lasercorn. Joven also felt a bit aroused by the sight of Lasercorn's sword. He wondered how it would feel to hold Lasercorn's sword in his hands. He's not talking about a penis here, or she's not talking about a penis here. I like to use swords, and he's got a very nice sword. I would not mind wielding his sword. Where were we? "We're going to need more than that," Soinky said with a smirk. "Soinky's right," Anthony agreed. They decided they needed to barricade all the entrances and gather as many resources from within the building as possible. Now Anthony took the role of leader. "Joven and I will take care of the front entrance. Ian, you and Lasercorn barricade the back entrance, and Mari and Soinky gather any food or weapons you can find." They all agreed to this plan and headed off to do what they needed to. They would all meet back in the Game Bang room in 30 minutes. 30 minutes to get everything done. What is going to happen? What kind of shenanigans shall we come across? Let's find out. Anthony said Joven did their best to... I apologize. Anthony and Joven did their best to block the front entrance. They pushed a large desk in front of the door and picked chairs and other items on top of it. As Anthony placed the last chair on top, Joven found himself unable to quit staring at Anthony. "Why are you looking at me like that?" Anthony asked. "You're so strong and brave. I wish I could be inside you," Joven said. "Oh, quickly," Joven corrected himself. "I mean, like you. I wish I could be like you." "Oh, thanks, man," Anthony replied. Whew, that was close, Joven thought to himself. He wasn't sure if he was ready to reveal his feelings for Anthony just yet. Sure, they made out a couple of times. They all had at some point, but that had just been when they were really, really bored. Two really, signifying that we only make out with each other when we're really, really bored. Perhaps one day Joven would have revealed how he felt, but now, even with the zombie invasion happening, he didn't have the guts to. Meanwhile, Ian and Lasercorn, Ian Corn, they turned to the back door. They turned to block him. Meanwhile, Ian and Lasercorn, Ian Corn, they hurried to block the back door and headed back to the game bang room to wait for the others. Lasercorn stood in the doorway, sword in hand, and Ian sat nervously in a chair. Nothing dirty has happened yet, which I like. I'm okay with that. That's good. I'm having some weird feelings about Anthony. Who wouldn't? But now we've got Ian and Lasercorn in a room together. And Lasercorn's got a sword out. Ugh, alright. It seems like only yesterday, Ian said. What does? Lasercorn asked. You and me, dancing together. It was amazing, Ian said. Lasercorn smiled. It wasn't just amazing. It was magical. Lasercorn gently set his sword down and walked over to Ian, reaching out a hand to him. Shall we? Lasercorn asked. I thought you'd never ask, Ian said eagerly. Luckily, there was still electricity, so Lasercorn turned on some music. No, not just any music, though. They said they had danced. It was the song they had danced together during the game bang. The song from the Dirty Dancing movie. It's called Time of My Life. Time of Your Life. Time of My Life. Back to the story. It's getting saucy. Not just any story, though. The song they do together just during the game bang. The song from the Dirty Dancing movie. Ian was Lasercorn's Jennifer Grey, and Lasercorn was Ian's Patrick Swayze. Wait a second. You know the actors' names, but you don't know the name of the song? Whatever. It's still good. It not only was amazing or magical, but it felt right. You know, my samurai sword isn't the only thing that's big. Here we go! Lasercorn whispered in Ian's ear. Oh man, I'm getting uncomfortable. Lasercorn placed Ian's hand over the big bulge in his pants. Oh my, Ian exclaimed. Lasercorn and Ian were no longer able to control themselves. They began making out, tearing off each other's clothes. Blech. Oh, no, that's a little disgusting. I don't want to think about it. I want to picture it. They made love. Well, that escalated quickly. They made love. It was the best backdoor action either of them had ever experienced. Guess zombies will do that to you. What the heck is going on here? Joven asked. A surprised yet jealous feeling overwhelmed him. I'm jealous of this? Okay. Lasercorn and Ian looked towards the doorway to see Anthony and Joven standing there. Here we go. Room for two more? Anthony asked. Hell yeah, Ian said without hesitation. Joven and Anthony started to undress when they all heard a tapping sound. Alright, now we get to the zombies. Alright, get away from all this nasty stuff. Let's get to the zombies. There's a zombie at the window, Lasercorn said. They were all silent. There was more tapping, followed by someone saying Anthony's name. Kal-El? Anthony hurried to the window. He opened the blinds to see Kal-El. There were no zombies in sight. Anthony opened the window and helped Kal-El in. What's going on? The front door is blocked or something. I couldn't get in the back door either. Kal-El's eyes widened and she quickly looked down to the floor as she noticed Ian and Lasercorn were naked. They're still naked? Ugh. And why are they naked? Kal-El exclaimed. Anthony started to explain everything to Kal-El, the best he could, which probably was not easy. How would you describe that? It's like, oh, you know, zombies, so they had some great backdoor action. Ah, man. Kal-El slapped Anthony before he could finish, explaining, see, you thought there was a zombie apocalypse, and you didn't even try to call me? Kal-El rolled her eyes. Huh. You are so sleeping on the couch tonight. That's a good point. Anthony made a pouty face, and while Kal-El sat down next to Ian and Lasercorn, who were now clothed, well, that's good. They are decent at least. So there's no zombies out there. Oh, so there are no zombies out there? Joven asked. No, they were actors dressed up as zombies for a scene for a movie they were shooting. They had just finished when I arrived, Kal-El said. Oh crap, I totally forgot, Ian said, pulling out a piece of paper from his pocket. There was a note on the floor. There was a note on the front door yesterday. It said something about, a movie scene being filmed and the street being closed for a little while. Where's Sohinki and Mari? Lasercorn asks. Yeah, where are they? They've been gone a long time, Ian added. They all decided to search for Sohinki and Mari. They were halfway down the hall when they could hear sounds coming from the break room. Oh god. Oh god. Who's my bitch? They heard Mari's voice saying, followed by a slap sound. I am, they heard Sohinki reply. Oh man, this just got good. Sohinki is Mari's bitch. This is why fanfiction exists. There was another slap sound. Oh yeah, I like it like that, Sohinki said. Yee-haw, Mari exclaimed. Sohinki moaned. Twist my nipples, Mari said. Mari let out a small moan. Harder, Sohinki, harder. Yet again, there was another slap. I said harder, Mari demanded. Wow, Mari's a little kinky fox, ain't she? Ooh, don't tell her I said that. Yet again, there was another slap. I said harder, Mari demanded. Are they doing what I think they're doing, Kalel asked, breaking the silence in the hall. Only one way to find out, Lasercorn said, heading towards the break door room. Oh yes, don't stop, Sohinki said. Mari and Sohinki both moaned. The door to the break room opened slowly. Mari and Sohinki had no idea the others were there and continued to have wild sex on the break room table. That is where we have lunch and dinner, and sometimes a second dinner when we're here late. Disgusting. Lasercorn cleared his throat to get their attention. Both Mari and Sohinki looked towards the doorway. Oh my god, Mari said, covering her breasts with her hands. Oh my, guys, oh hey guys, Sohinki said casually. I didn't want to die a virgin, so Mari here was helping me out. Thank you. Thank you to whoever wrote this. I don't want to die a virgin, Sohinki said. Best fan fiction ever. Good news, guys. There's no zombie apocalypse. It was just some people filming a scene for a movie, said Anthony. I know. I saw the note on the door yesterday, Sohinki admitted. What? Mari was shocked. She was still on top of Sohinki on the table. So, room for 5 more? Joven asked with a big smile. Mari and Sohinki looked at each other and then back at Joven and the others. Hell yeah, they both replied. The end. I like how the author leaves the imagination. Like, what happens next? Does Kalel stop Anthony because she gets a little jealous? Does everybody jump into one child zombie-free orgy? I don't know. Perhaps there'll be a part 2. But, you know, actually, I enjoyed that fan fiction. It wasn't too much on the vulgar side. I'm not a big fan of that. You don't need to get disgusting for me to read your fan fiction here. It was well written. It was fun. I really liked Mari being making Sohinki her bitch. So good job there. Guys, if you guys send me more fan fiction, if this video does well and gets enough views, maybe I'll do more. We'll have some fun with it. And you guys can send your fan fiction here. I'll throw the address in the description box so you can see. But also, I need a title for this. I don't have a title for this segment. So is it like Reading Rainbows, like Joven Reads? I don't know. I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Leave what I should name the show here in the comments below, and we'll see what happens. Send me your not so disgusting fan fiction, and maybe it'll wind up here. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Live out loud. I'll see you later. This is just a chance. I want to talk to you guys about something that's kind of interesting about me that you probably didn't know beforehand. I'm kind of bad at video games here on the channel for 2 main reasons.